But here we are going on a very interesting exploration, something that I found online, as I came across the name Rothschild. And we're talking about, well, willpower. Well, no, actually unreal power, because that's the power that just controls the world. That's the power. I mean, if you see here also, a lot of money. I was just thinking that, yeah, San Francisco, yeah, even though there's a lot of poverty there, more poverty than here in Frankfurt, much more. But money-wise, even aside from that, well, yeah, there's a lot of money here, and that is really Rothschild, one of the families that really control this world, and started to influence the financial markets, and controlled the world. So here we're looking for the Judengasse. Judengasse 69 is the address, and it's yeah, Haus Rothschild. We talk about, well, Judengasse, and also Jewish people have really gained that reputation as that Jewish people were talked about always like they had a nose for that. No pun intended. But it's in all of us a little bit, these aspects of one another and of a different culture. Be it Jewish or Muslim or European or American or African, and the different tribes and the different nationalities that all make up together the one. And that's what it is, the one. We are, well, the one, which is, again, look at yourself in the mirror. You are one. Everyone is one. Well, the key there is the missing link, which each and every one of us are, as there really is no enemy outside of us. And it really begins for us to understand that in our personal lives, there is nobody we need to argue with. However unreasonable somebody is, they are the way they are. Kinding, no thing. Nothing. But the problem is we create a thing out of that, because we are attached to our things, which are our belief systems, and which have developed as a result of our experiences, of course. So that have really developed our perceptions, our likes and dislikes, and all of that. But yeah, that's just our, well, socially conditioned self. What we're really talking about here is the real self. But the self that is one with all. The self that knows, that is, that well, exists in that awareness that I create out of my own experiences as I create my own experiences. Out of that awareness, I can consciously then learn or begin on the practice to really create whatever it is I want to create for myself. And appreciate the now and the power of now, and think about really what that means in really practical terms, to allow the now, to allow yourself to be now, and to allow everybody you meet, especially the difficult people. They really are your greatest teacher. They really are that mirror through which you can see another side of yourself that previously you haven't seen. And that's the thing about, well, minding is minding. Minding is minding. And that's really, well, kinding. Wow, it's beautiful. And again, this here is like, well, it's about freedom, and it's free. Look how beautiful. Wow, yeah. Whoa, it's so hot. Oh, yeah, this is, yeah. Quando. Yeah. Haus Rothschild, der Judengasse. Be like, yeah. Quando. Wow. Yeah, check out the now. I mean, isn't the now wow? If you really, well, think about it, if you really look at it. And that is definitely not just as you are watching this. This is in every moment of your life. Anyway, so we are getting closer to what we're looking for. And that's also the point, to really find that, really for yourself, whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is you seek. Okay. And as we come, yeah, that's a good sign. We already expect it, you know. Well, we went so long, I thought it was actually, well, that's how it is, I thought wrong. I thought it was somewhere else where I was earlier, and so I walked like, I don't know, half an hour probably over here. Wow, look at all these street names, how can that be? Judenmarkt. 17. Jahrhundert, wow. Check this out. Gedenkstätte, check this out. Huh, that could be, I don't know, let's find out. Wow, well that looks like power. Damn. I wonder what they're doing in there. Experiments on extraterrestrials, on immigrants. Wow. Yeah, it's taking the time to be now. And that's really the thing also, wherever you are, that's where you're at. And that's where you need to be. Oh, kann man hier nicht? Ja. Oh, wow. Wow. Das ist ein jüdischer Friedhof, huh? Ja, wow. How beautiful. That's how it can be when you are now, when you are led by the now. When you let the now lead you, instead of, which is really the point also, because time drives us and we are controlled by all the things we have to do. And so we forget really what's important, and really what drives us is really outside of our control. And we work in the job you know, to make money, to make ends meet, so we can live. We all do that. But how we do that, and how we all live side by side, and struggle side by side, yeah, and fight each other, and have killed each other, and suffer, while those who control the world only basically just like us do their job. They don't know any different. And they're people just like you. So with this in mind, to realize that there's no enemy, that there's no war to be fought, and that it's time to make peace. To be peace. To be one. With everyone, to be one. So be that, and you will see that. This is the truth that will set us free. That's what Realize to Actualize is really about, you know, this kind of work. As we really learn, we become aware of these things for ourselves. We gain those realizations for ourselves, and then we begin to actualize what it is we have realized. We begin to actualize ourselves. Realize to actualize ourselves. And so practice that. Experience that. Be that. Practice being now. And to really allow in the now. To open yourself up. Instead of interfering by criticizing or judging. Or the new revolution of this world begins with an evolution from within. And that's about the personal, individual awakening to this awareness, to those realizations, to realize this for yourself, and to then begin on the practice to actualize yourself, to manifest yourself, to become real, a real person, which is a person that is connected to all, to know, to are in that space that there is no separation. I don't need to argue and fight and be upset with anybody. You know, whatever happens in life, yeah, it happens for a reason. I attract that. There's something for me to learn from that. Everyone is my teacher. Everyone is my mirror. It was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Let's see where we can go when we go through here. Well, it's not just a museum. You know. It really represents power. Of course, every institution represents power. Every manager, you know, has power. Every supervisor. Where am I going? I don't even know where am I going. I gotta go this way. Yeah. See, then when you go the wrong way, you just turn around and you go the right way. And then you find, even though like, you get lost a little bit along the way, which is kind of how it's been for us human beings, as we were programmed to just serve the system and function in our role, and we all were conditioned to, well, believe, to rather exist in that separateness, in that separation. Me, I'm as that separate self, I just feed myself and look for what I want. And so we are very much like, you know, the reputation of Jewish people has been, you know, Jewish people are very greedy. And they always want more and accumulate more and more money, and they're very good at making money. It's like this is their main focus. But I don't really believe that. Oh yeah, this was the original, the Jewish graveyard. You know, yeah, that's the Jewish museum. And it's this street used to be called Judengasse, from what I heard. Like, we don't even know ourselves. We don't even know our potential. We don't even get close to our potential because we all just function in our roles. And then there are different roles, like here, check it out, 25 years of hip hop. Yeah, and it's fun to do these different things, you know, and we learn that there are these different things we can do as we perform in our role, as we all fit our part, as we all play our part, as we all fulfill our function. No, I'm totally not wrong here, because it's over there. Yeah, it's over there. Oh boy. Anyway, not to be Jewish about time, which is, I'm sorry, I love Jewish people, I always did. I remember that song from Yentl, Papa, can you hear me? You know, and like, well, Jesus was a Jew, and the Jewish people have suffered so much throughout human history. Made them out to be the bad guy, you know, in the name of God, killed each other, invaded each other, fought against brother, even though, you know, we all like, yeah, our country. And we always, well, support that idea. You know, we need to have an army to defend ourselves. Which, I mean, army, war is business. So if you really think about that, then yeah, well, it's really about that mindset, that consciousness, which has controlled this world. And it's not there about the Jewish people who are the problem, or Muslim people who are the problem, Islam, which is the problem, you know, or yeah, even other corrupt politicians and the bankers, the Rothschilds, you know, like, you know, if you're ever going to find that building, you need to see that, you know, if you do some research about that, really how this started, really the whole, yeah, what controls this world. What controls us, the forces outside of us. Who's really pulling the strings in this world? Okay, that's at Bernaplatz. And we just need to find and see, that'll be very interesting. So anyway, I'm going to get off this here because I don't have much well, space left, which for this also translates into time. So I'm going to be back hopefully as we're approaching Haus Rothschild, so stay tuned. Okay, that's probably what it is. The Museum for Modern Kunst, Moderne Kunst. Haus Rothschild. Wow. Oh, you look at that. I don't know about you, but I'm intimidated. But then again, at the same time also, this is like, yeah, it's all fear-based. You know, and that's out of fear, you know, all of these control mechanisms came up, you know, these mechanisms to control the world. Just like in our own lives, our own oppressors, those people who hold us down, or we perceive them to hold us down, or give us a hard time. Or people we argue with and fight against. Gotta ask again. I don't know, it might be still this, you know, because it could be it. Wouldn't be surprised, you know. But anyway. This is very difficult to find. Now I'm back where I started, how it can be in life. But this here is just really interesting. I mean, what that is, what that symbolizes. Wow. Huh. Interesting, because here is a Jewish, the museum, the Jewish museum. Well, I don't know if you're going to find it, you know, but we tried. We really tried. Well, anyway, it's around here somewhere. Well, it's about, you know, people who are really were born into this consciousness, into their power families, which then eventually made a plan to control the world. I mean, that's what we see. You know, just really look around. It's a police state. And the injustice that in a way always existed is controlling us, and the masses have been fighting against that. But the real point I'm making here is that, well, it's time to make peace. There's really no war, because, well, these people were born into this consciousness which, yeah, well, controls this world and controls us. And so the new revolution, the real revolution of this world begins with an evolution from within. It needs to begin from an evolution from within. Yeah, it's not about going against what we don't want and fighting against our oppressors. But it's really about waking up and realizing there I am free. And to realize, to actualize that freedom, that's the point of the exercise. And there, yeah. But it's about your inner wells, and it's not the wells being used to, well, control people and control entire nations. Because you cannot really, I mean, that's part of the illusion. This ideology of control, of controlling the masses and having power over the masses, having power over others as external power. And that's why the evolution is really so profoundly important, so significant. You know, that is, oh, okay, yeah, huh? Wow, that's where we were earlier. But here we are now, we're still looking for Haus Rothschild. Because it's also very, well, this is about the power that controls the world. As soon as we human beings develop cultures and agriculture, there were those who tried to take power from others, from the masses. And yeah, nothing really much has changed there, that struggle. But we are to change that struggle, and the only way to really change that struggle is to let go of our struggle, to realize that we do not need to struggle, that we are free. And everyone is free. It's about allowing other people to be free, allowing ourselves to be free. And so, yeah, still haven't found it, but it's around here somewhere. And here, this is the museum Judengasse. And for the first time here, I see the name Rothschild.